Following Victoria and David Beckham's comments regarding the football player's alleged affair with his former PA, Rebecca Loos has ended her silence. After it was claimed that she had an affair with the footballer, the Dutch glamour model made headlines in 2004. Victoria talked about the hurt she felt as a result of the allegations in their Netflix docuseries Beckham, describing it as the hardest time of her life. Rebecca made her first public posting today since the series. "Hello winter." Early as usual, she captioned a video she had posted of the snow outside. Rebecca moved away from the spotlight after the scandal and is now living in the Norwegian mountains. In the four-part series, Victoria acknowledged that the months following David's alleged affair were the hardest of her life, and that she no longer felt the couple had each other. David acknowledged that he still has no idea how they managed to survive the crisis, but he and his former Spice Girl wife insisted that they knew they had to fight for their family. Their high-profile marriage was in the news for months, he continued, and they felt like they were drowning in his battle with Victoria to keep their marriage together. The former England captain also claimed that he felt physically sick every day. When asked if it was the hardest time in their marriage, Victoria seemed to fight back tears. She responded, "100%. It was the most difficult time for us, because it appeared that everyone was against us. If I'm being totally honest, let me tell you that we were at odds with one another. It occasionally felt like us against everyone else prior to Madrid. However, we had each other. We were a unit, and we were connected. It didn't feel like we had each other then, either, though, when we were in Spain. And that's unfortunate. How difficult it was, I simply cannot begin to describe. Likewise, how I was impacted when news of David's alleged relationship with Rebecca appeared in the now-defunct News of the World newspaper. It shocked the entire world. In order for their young sons Brooklyn and Romeo to continue attending their schools, Victoria had made the decision to stay in the UK at the time. Beckham acknowledged having trouble making the choice because it made him feel isolated. In his own words, "When I first moved to Spain, it was difficult because I had been a part of a club and a family for my entire career, from the age of 15 to when I was 27. Overnight, I am sold, and the next moment, I am in a city where I am unable to communicate. More importantly, I didn't have my family. Whenever we woke up, we always felt like there was something else there. At the time, it seemed to us both like we were drowning, rather than losing each other." When asked how their marriage held together, Beckham responded that he was afraid to play football, while his wife tried to navigate their crisis. "I don't know how we survived it, in all honesty," he said while shaking his head. "Victoria means everything to me, so seeing her in pain was very difficult. However, because we are fighters, we knew that at that moment we had to stand up for one another and our family. And what we had was worthwhile to fight for. Every day when I opened my eyes, I felt physically ill. Some days, I would wake up and wonder, how am I going to go to work? How am I going to walk onto that training pitch? How am I going to look as if nothing's wrong?" Following the crisis, Victoria moved to Madrid, where the couple purchased a £3 million home, which Victoria claims she personally decorated. The couple's third son, Cruz, who is now 18 years old, was eventually born to her. Rebecca stated, "That was the night in a Sky News interview when she claimed she had slept with David at least 4 times. 18 September. We had all gone out to dinner with a group of friends, enjoyed some drinks, and relaxed. There had been some flirting, and I had picked up some innuendos. But I kept telling everyone, 'No, he doesn't fancy you. Don't risk your job.' I would always tell myself, and I was aware that getting involved with this man would be extremely risky. We had a great time together that evening. For the first time, we just kept talking to each other all night. We just made contact. People took